9 out of 10 business plans begin with revenue projection, and 9 out of 10 business plans are fundamentally flawed. Not because the numbers are incorrect, but because they start from the wrong premise. If the first thing you see in a business plan is a table showing revenues from year 1 to year 3, you are likely not reading a true business plan. You are looking at an Excel spreadsheet disguised as a project. In this video, I will explain why a business plan should not start with revenue, why this approach is logically unsound, and why it is one of the main reasons so many business plans fail to convince banks and investors. This is not theory, it is based on what I observe every week working on real industrial plans for real companies that must succeed in the real world. Let's broaden the perspective for a moment. For many clients, a business plan is simply an Excel file containing income statement, sometimes cash flow projections, almost never the balance sheet. But this is not a business plan. Those are numbers necessary, certainly, but they are raw material, not the project itself. An income statement on its own explains nothing, especially for a startup with no historical data. It tells you what happens, but not why it happens. A cash flow statement without context is just a sequence of inflows and outflows. It doesn't reveal the decisions that generate those flows. And without a balance sheet, you are not even describing a business. You are describing a theoretical exercise. Thus, numbers without a logical structure do not tell a strategy, they tell a hope. That is why so many business plans look alike. They start from Excel, not from the business model, and that is what is truly needed. Some professional firms treat business model validation as a separate service from business plan creation. This is a major mistake. It's like selling a car without an engine and telling you if you want it to run, it costs extra. The business plan exists to validate a business model. If this is not done, it is not planning, it's just random number generation. When a business plan starts from revenue, what usually happens is this. Someone decides how much they would like to sell, then builds everything else backwards to make the numbers fit. Thus, the problem is not arithmetic, it's logic. Revenue is not an independent variable, it's a consequence. It's the result of a very concrete decisions. What you produce, how you produce it, with what resources, and in what time frame, again, and to whom you sell. If you don't clarify those points first, revenue is just a wishful thinking. A serious business plan doesn't start from revenue. It starts from constraints. Physical constraints, operational constraints, organizational constraints, and production capacity, technology, human resources, time frames, sales channels. Before asking how much will you sell, you must know how much you actually produce. If you don't know what you can physically achieve, revenue is just a well-written number. Recently, I prepared a business plan for an agricultural company growing tomatoes and strawberries hydroponic greenhouses, planning and expansion. The business plan was needed to secure financing for new investments. We start from a very simple question. How much real production was possible? That means available surfaces, technology used, production cycles, operational calendar, conservative yields. Only after organizing this aspect do we translate everything into numbers. Revenue wasn't decided, it emerged, and that makes a huge difference. We didn't say we want to reach this figure, we discovered what was a reasonable figure given the model. When a bank or an investor reads a business plan, the first question is not how much revenue. The first question is this growth mechanically possible? Large numbers don't scare anyone. Numbers without logic do. If you can explain how you will grow, your audience will accept even ambitious growth. If you present only final numbers, you are asking for a blind faith. Let's now clarify an important misunderstanding. The Excel file must exist and it must be well done, but its natural place is an attachment at the end of the business plan, perhaps with a clear hyperlink. The business plan is a document to be read. Excel is a document to be verified. They serve different purposes for different mindsets. Excel is for checking, not for storytelling. First, make clear why the numbers are and what they are. Then, provide means to verify them. Reversing the order is the best way to be misunderstood. There is another thing I see in almost every business plan. A sheet that supposedly explains how annual revenue is calculated. The sheet is almost always says just one thing. Product or service price times the quantity sold. Be careful, this is not wrong. Price times quantity is, of course, the correct way to calculate revenue. The problem is not the formula. The problem is everything missing around it. The sheet describes a single scenario, and almost always the best case scenario. In other words, it doesn't explain how revenue is achieved. It tells a well-written fairy tale, because in reality there is no single revenue figure. There are scenarios. A serious business plan doesn't say this is the revenue. It says this is the pessimistic scenario, this is the base, the normal scenario, and this is the optimistic one. And most importantly, it explains what must go wrong for the first to occur and what must go right for the last to be achieved. If you do not perform scenario analysis, you are not planning, you are storytelling. Scenario analysis puts revenue back within the constraints, prices that may change, volumes that do not grow in a straight line, and timelines that may slip. Without scenarios, the price times quantity sheet is just an idealized snapshot. The problem is not making a wrong forecast. The problem is presenting a single forecast as it were certain. At best, this is optimism. At worst, it is deception. So, this is why a business plan should not start from revenue. Because revenue is not a number, but the outcome of a series of assumptions. A good business plan makes those assumptions visible, debatable, and verifiable. If you are writing a business plan and starting from revenue, stop. First, ask yourself, what can I actually do? With what resources? In what time frame? With what constraints? A good business plan doesn't tell dreams. It discusses well-managed constraints. Excel is the tool. The business plan is reasoning, and the revenue comes at the end, as a consequence, not as a starting point.